Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, the 5th of July, 2020. About, I don't know, 9 a.m., I suppose. I'm down here at the hangar. Wish I could go flying today. It's a beautiful day, but I got things to do. Did come down. We got a couple of changes. Just a quick video about. I was having a problem with the insulation in the hangar. The hangar floor was not warming up. It was the end of June and the floor was still cold, and I'd get a lot of condensation in here as the humidity picked up. Of course, outside the air would filtrate in. So I went and bought 2 dehumidifiers, and they're just emptying into the floor drain over here. And they have really made a huge difference. I was worried that they wouldn't, but I suppose it's like a basement. It's insulated. Anyway, so we got 2 of them. We got one here. We got one here. They run pretty much constantly. I'm afraid to see what my electric bill is. But I was getting problems, like I said, with condensation. And actually in the instrument panel, my fuel gauge and stuff like that was starting, when I go up and climb to altitude, I'd start to get a little haze in there from condensation. So hopefully we're drying the hangar out. That's the first thing I want to talk about. That's just kind of something on the side. The second thing is I've been shopping. So I went and picked up a, hold on, let me open this up. New Yokes. Well, they're new to me. So one of the problems with or not a problem, one of the challenges of owning a Comanche is the tube that the yoke goes to is bigger than the standard, or what would be the more modern Piper tube. So if you want a pair of ram's horn, these are called ram's horn yokes, you got to go look for a newer Comanche, like a 260C, or you got to find, let me think, what was it, an E or an F Aztec, a Navajo, or a Cheyenne. There might be one other one. I don't remember exactly. But this comes out of a Piper Cheyenne, which is a twin engine, and I found them on eBay. There's a fella down in Texas that had a cloud seeding business that was parting out one that basically had just lived its life, and so he's parting it out, and I got these. My next step is, you can see there's a little bit of damage here. And on the underside, here, this white stuff, and there's some gray stuff over here, is just some kind of like caulking or something they use to attach something. So my next step is to get them refurbished. But they have all the trim switches. Now, why did I get these new yokes? S-Tech, I put down that deposit on the autopilot. Well, it looks like they're going to be ready come September. To ship, October, something like that. And as you guys are aware, the yokes in the plane are the D-type yokes. And these new autopilots, let me switch this camera around here. These yokes are the D-type yokes. Switch the camera so hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. And the problem that I was having is for trim switches, right? Because they're going to put an electronic trim in. Right now I use the handle here overhead. Sorry for the camera work, as always. This isn't my thing. I wasn't sure how they could nicely mount the trim switch in addition to the on this yoke I have it behind where I mount the iPad. Here you can see push to talk, the altitude hold disengage, and the autopilot disengage. And they are mounted on a nice little plate here that's firm. But then I was like, okay, so they're going to put like some kind of, some kind of trim switch out here, or, how are they going to mount that? And ergonomically, I didn't think, well, I'm not sure I'm going to like the way it looks or the way it feels. So instead, I went out and I found these ram's horn yokes, which have the trim switch, and there's a special switch that comes with the S-Tech autopilot, but it's got the place to mount it all, right? So you got autopilot disconnect, push to talk. This one has maybe altitude hold or something like that here, and then, sorry for the cam work again, the trim switch. I got a pilot and a co-pilot. I got two of them, but I got to figure out how to clean them up, refurbish them. I guess that's the right word. So I'm in contact with Matt Kirk down at Comanche Gear, and at his website, I think, is ComancheGear.com. He's in Florida, and it's MATTKURKE. Anyway, I've mentioned him before. He's the landing gear kind of guru. He understands how all of it works and all the angles and how everything goes together. So whenever you have a problem with gear, that's kind of the go-to guy. There's a few other people, but he has parts, and he does a lot of different things, and has a lot of different STCs for the Comanche. Anyway, one of the things he has is these yokes. He's got I don't think he does the refurbishment, but he can tell you and teach you how to do it. So I got to find out what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some advice from him. Anyway, that's it. Nothing else new to report. I'm going to go ahead and store everything away, and then I got to head back because I got things to do today. Hope you all had a good 4th. We'll talk to you later. Bye.